When I think of Mike Best, the first thing that comes to mind is commitment and dedication. You know, when he reached light speed, I think he showed the world that he was out there and he was going to prove himself. You know, you think of someone who takes a plate of mashed potatoes, a foot high, and has a fork and says, "I'm going to eat this pile of mashed potatoes." Mike Best is the one who gets to the bottom and licks the plate. Casey Geibel remembers meeting Mike Best in the 6th grade. They both had an affinity for their female counterparts, he says, and they were competitive about it too.
We have the same taste in girls. We were after the same one for quite a while, so it was a pretty good first impression, but didn't really start talking to him much until about 8th grade. We started hanging out, and then through high school. He seems like there's not that many things wrong with him. I mean, it's just Best.
We all used to go to Central, and we were all very different. Like, I don't know, I consider myself an outgoing person now, but in elementary school I was rather shy. I didn't really talk to people, and I relaxed, but Best was a lot like that also. He just kept to himself, never talked too much, and we have a special relationship because I'm the same age as Mike is, and he has a younger brother who is the same age as my younger brother, and they used to be friends, and we used to be friends, so we chilled. But that's not really opened up until middle school, so the Central days were kind of secluded. We played t-ball together, which may or may not have worked out. And yeah, it was just mostly seclusion for Best in the days along with myself.
I'm not sure exactly all the specifics of the story, but from what I gathered, there was this. We were out for track and field in the springtime, and it was. I ran the long distance. There was a group of us. We trained under Coach Crane. He was an awesome guy, and we would we'd go off on fun runs, and we'd circle the campus and we'd go on runs for like 40 minutes. And Best was coming along one time. We didn't know why Best was, because he didn't actually run the races, but whatever. Best was just along. There was this Mallory Mueller. She was an awesome runner. She was the best on the team. She was an aspiring star at cross country, and yes, now she does. Now she stopped running. She was an awesome runner at long distance, and I had had a crush on this girl since before kindergarten, obviously. There's a story there too. But so yeah, I did make out with her face. But yes. One day we were having practice and we were just out in the field, and Best runs up to this girl, this Mallory, and he goes up and he's like, "Will you go out with me? Please, will you go out with me?" And she's like, "Who are you? Who is this guy?" And she didn't even know who Mike was. And Mike is just like, "She doesn't know who I am." So he just turns around and runs away. What else would you do? The girl you have a crush on doesn't even know your name? She doesn't know who you are? You've been going to school with her for 3 years? Ooh, I don't know. I would have ran too. I probably wouldn't have stopped her.
Mike Best ran away from a land of seclusion into a realm of light and conversation. But what his friends didn't know was what he was doing in his basement on the weekends and on holidays. Mike Best had been creating a pedal car, and it was insidious.